What's up everyone and welcome to Radio 2. So today we have a request from my dear Patron Mr. H. Mr. H, thanks so much for this request, I quite appreciate that. Today we're going to be reacting to Alan Jackson, a country singer who was active in the 80s and the 90s, and he wrote the song Where Were You? And I'm reading, by the way, Mr. H's message after September 11 attacks in New York. The song is called When the World Stopped Turning, yeah. So it's going to be a 9/11 song, kinda. And it should be emotional, yeah. And this one was done in 2011. It's pretty much so fresh. So yeah, I want to see what this is all about. I'm ready for some emotions, man. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know wasting more of the time. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm ready. I know you're ready. This is Alan Jackson. Where were you when the world stopped turning at the CMA Awards 2001. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Tonight, Alan Jackson is a nominee for 4 of tonight's awards. And the songs that he writes always tell it like it is. Simple truths that come from his heart. When he went to bed late last week, he couldn't sleep because of an idea that he had for this song. It kept running through his head. So early in the morning, he got up and he wrote this song, and we're honored that he chose to do it for the first time in front of anybody. Please welcome Mr. Alan Jackson.
Okay.
Where were you when the world stopped turning that September day? Out in the yard, your wife and children working on some stage in L.A. Did you stand there in shock at the sight of that black smoke rising against that blue sky? Did you shout out in anger and fear for your neighbor? Or did you just sit down and cry? Did you weep for the children who lost their dear loved ones? Pray for the ones who don't know? Did you rejoice for the people who walked from the rubble and sob for the ones left below? Did you burst out in pride for the red, white, and blue, and the heroes who died just doing what they do? Did you look up to heaven for some kind of answer and look at yourself and what really matters? I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning that September day? Teaching a class full of innocent children, driving down some cold interstate. Did you feel guilty cause you're a survivor? In a crowded room, did you feel alone? Did you call up your mother and tell her you loved her? Did you dust off that Bible at home? Did you open your eyes, hope it never happened? Close your eyes and not go to sleep? Did you notice the sunset the first time in ages? Speak to some stranger on the street? Did you lay down at night and think of tomorrow? Go out and buy you a gun? Did you turn off that violent old movie you're watching? Turn on I Love Lucy reruns? Did you go to a church and hold hands with some stranger? Stand in line and give your own blood? Did you just stay home and cling tight to your family Thank God you had somebody to love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I could tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. The greatest is love. The greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning that September day?
Well, still to this day, this date pretty much shocks the world still. I mean, especially Americans. Yeah, it's a day that people wish to forget, but yeah, it has happened, and and the people who were there experienced all the horror you can experience, and yeah. I think Alan just did an incredible job here of just really kind of asking the question where you were, what were you doing, how did you what did you do after that, how did you protect yourself, how did you cope with what happened, you know. Personally, I was just 1 year old. I don't remember anything about that, and I'm from a wholly different country, a different continent, so this is not something that affected me or anybody in this country whatsoever. But yeah, I can assume what happened to the people watching this. And after that, it was just war. And after this, it was just the declaration of war. I mean, and after this, the rest is history, pretty much. But this is where it kind of started, or it kind of continued, I guess. But yeah, it was really one of these worst acts of human nature, like just a plane into the building, totally in a suicidal way, and going in with one mission just to kill everything in your path. And yeah, and that's how it is, man. These guys, these countries, these terrorists, they're still doing chaos across the globe in some ways. These people are just have one goal, and that's to destroy and seek and destroy, pretty much. And yeah, these are people you can't stop. These are evil you can't stop. I've seen how they're like. You know how many refugees are here in Bulgaria? I see how they are. They act like wild animals out there, to be honest. Like, they ran from the war, I understand that. There's so many people that ran from the war. They still do. Right now, Ukrainians mainly come in here in my country, but I mean, there's still Arabs coming in here. There's still like just some people from like Asia, from Africa. Like, there's a lot of people who just run from the war, and they come over here. But we build whole structures, whole buildings for them to live in, like, and to live for free. They live here for free. They don't pay taxes. They don't do anything. And all they do is like they're setting chaos. Like a couple of years ago, like we had issues with these refugees. They were just stabbing people on the streets, raping our women, you know. And I'm telling you, these people are not normal. This is the only thing that's driven them is chaos. I feel like I haven't seen anything good from them, to be honest. now specifically to America, they have definitely experienced the worst. They have experienced the absolute worst from these people, man. And yeah, I don't know what to say, like, from now on. These guys there was like huge riots over here because of them. We wasn't them out of the country, you know, but they're still here. They still live. They're like a couple of blocks away from here. They're close to me. That's in this neighborhood, in the neighborhood that I live in. You'll see so many refugees, so many people, man, and all they do is chaos. They're like wild animals, pulled out the leash. I can't explain it. A couple of times I went through there, like, once they even chased after me. Like, I was just passing by, and they started doing like, whoa, like some weird sound, and they just started running after me. Of course I ran, because I don't know what these people are gonna do to me. There were like a couple of them. They were around a fire or something like that. It's like I'm watching some Indians from, no, or like something. I don't know. It was weird, and they just chased after me, and I just ran. I'm like, dude, and just that was one of these moments that I'm like, yeah, these people are crazy. Yeah, and that just scarred so many. It still does. It still have people scarred. I have friends who are American. I have friends who still talk about that, and everybody remember where they were, and just it all turns around to this song. Alan Jackson, a song that I've never heard, and a song that is more powerful than anything. And yeah, that was just recent that he did this song in the year. He was singing this in the year, like a couple of months after that, probably. I don't know. It was these awards probably in December or November, and that just happened. So yeah, I told the Americans who have lost someone in there, I'm truly sorry, man. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes there are gonna be bad people who are gonna do this. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but I've seen only the worst from them. Some of you probably have seen only the worst from them too, and I just don't have a good opinion on them. And yeah, like we give them homes, we give them food, we give them everything. They because we understand you run from war. War is scary. You don't want to be there. You want to escape chaos and violence. Maybe there's people who have nothing to do with the war. They're not like that. They don't want to go out and fight. They don't want to go smash planes into other countries. You know, like they just want to be free. They just want to, you know, just live their lives. But you don't go to other country and you start spreading chaos. You don't do that, and you can't expect people to like you for that. And that's just the way I am, because I live next to them, literally, and all I've seen from them is bad, from all these refugees and all these, like, I call them crazy people because they are crazy in my opinion. That's all I have to say. So yeah, this song has nothing to do with me. I'm not in America. I've never been in America. I've never had family who lived in America, but still, like, listening to this, it definitely pains me on the inside. It definitely just kind of pisses me off too, because it's just one of these incidents that you can't do nothing about it, and all that has caused was pain and destruction. Yeah, I'm happy that Alan did this song. He was singing it beautiful. I talked a lot today, but I just wanted to share my experience, I guess, with them, you know. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it, and yeah, this is gonna be it for me. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next one.